Salam, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. I'm Joe Pratt, keeping you informed of what's happening in the world. Israel struck back after being hit by a missile last week in the Golan Heights. Israel's airstrike in Beirut killed a senior Hezbollah commander who was thought to be responsible for the missile that killed 12 Israeli children. In Olympic news, the medal count looks like this after day 4. The U.S. has 26 medals, 4 golds. Host country France has 18 medals. China is next with 14 medals. Japan has 13, Great Britain 12, and South Korea, Italy, and Australia all have 11 medals. Japan leads all gold medal winners with 7. China and Australia have 6 golds. 43 countries have won at least 1 medal. Some notes from the Olympics: the 1960 Games in Rome were the first to televise the events. The very first Olympics in modern times didn't have any women athletes, but the next Olympics featured 2 women's sports: lawn tennis and golf events. The London Olympics in 2012 were the first games to have women athletes from every competing country. In 1948, in London, wheelchair athletes were from every competing country. Wheelchair athletes were invited to compete, and then shortly thereafter, they formed their own games, the Paralympics. And many of you are familiar with Jesse Owens, winning 4 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics in Germany, where Hitler intended to use the games as an example of the new, quote, Aryan man. Hitler was angry that Jesse Owens, a black man from the U.S., did so well. Owens befriended his competitor in the long jump, Luz Long, and they took a lap of honor together as a sign of sportsmanship. The crowd was happy and cheering, but Hitler was not. Happy birthday if it's yours today. You share a birthday with Emily Bronte, Henry Ford, Baseball Hall of Famer Casey Stengel, Joe Nuxhall, the youngest person to ever play Major League Baseball. He was 15. Singer Paul Anka, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lawrence Fishburne from The Matrix, Lisa Kudrow, Tom Green, and Hilary Swank. In sports, aside from the Olympics, there are other sports going on. In Formula One racing this last weekend, a new winner this week at the Belgian Grand Prix. First time winning this year was Lewis Hamilton. At the end of the race, George Russell had won and Hamilton was second, with Oscar Piastri third. But hours later, they determined Russell's car was too light by 3.5 pounds, meaning he was disqualified, and Hamilton took his place at the number 1 slot. And Carlos Sainz will join the Williams team, leaving Ferrari. Top movies at the box office this week are these. At number 5 is Longlegs. 4 is Inside Out 2, which is now the highest grossing animated movie of all time, passing Frozen 2. 3 is Despicable Me 4. 2 is Twisters. And number 1 this week, and also the 5th highest grossing film ever, is Deadpool and Wolverine. Shania Gill from San Jose, California, has won first place in the Junior Innovators Challenge. Shania is 12 years old. She won $25,000 for inventing a new fire detection system that's faster, cheaper, and more reliable than smoke detectors. Her system can detect a fire before there's a lot of smoke, so it can detect sooner and save damage and lives. Today's quote from the sacred works of the world's religions comes from the Christian New Testament, Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. A large deposit of helium has been discovered in Minnesota. Helium is rare on Earth, but a big reservoir in Minnesota has been identified as one of the most lucrative ever found. Across the world, developed countries are experiencing shortages of helium, so this will be a great boon to the United States and the industry. A man from India was deeply in debt when his fortunes changed for the better when he found a diamond, a 19-carat diamond worth about $100,000. He found the diamond in a mine shaft where he was working on government-leased land looking for gold. India allows people to pay $9.50 for the right to prospect for gold or gemstones, but they rarely find any or find small bits of gold or other gemstones. 40-year-old Raju Gond is the man who found the diamond, and this will allow him to pay off his debts of about $6,000. He only makes about $1,400 a year. So this find is the equivalent of him making his annual salary for 7 years. Pollsters asking 2,000 adults what the top things are that make you feel good. They compiled the top 20. Here are a few. At number 19, volunteering or helping others. 18, a heart-to-heart talk with a loved one. Number 14, hearing children really belly laughing. Number 13, finishing a workout. Number 11, finishing a great book. Number 10, looking back at old photographs. Number 6, crying with laughter. Number 5, booking a holiday. Number 4, receiving a compliment or a praise. Number 3, summer. Number 2, a sunny blue sky. And number 1, a good night's sleep. Any parent knows how tough it is sometimes to get kids to go to bed on time. One mother was battling with her little one, and he asked if he could get some water, to which mom said no, he had already got some. He gets up anyway and opens the door, looks his mom straight in the eye, and says, "You can't control me." Mom says, "What did you say?" The kid continues, "You can't control me. I am not a robot, and you don't have a remote." Joe Pratt, make it a great day.